Hey, welcome to another episode of Freedom on Fire. This is your boy BOBTV. How you doing today? Hey, it is another day. Let me put on spectacles. It is April the 26th, 2017, and the world has not come to an end yet. All right? I don't expect it to. You know me, my faith believes that God is not going to let this country go to hell in a handbasket. People will be removed before that happens. And so anyway, I'm going to talk about a couple of things today. I want to talk about the new poll from the Washington Post, and I was going to talk about it today, but you can go watch Kyle Kulinski. He talks about the disappointment with the Democratic Party and how Trump is actually beating the Democratic Party. He's spanking Hillary Clinton, but killing her. So please, Hillary supporters, don't pump her up. She don't need to come back, ever need to come back. Just retire from politics. Lay low. Continue to write books. Continue to give speeches. Make whatever little money you get and leave it alone. Your time is done. Bernie Sanders' time is now, but if he don't take advantage of the opportunity, his time will be done too. Time will not wait for nobody. And nobody really can claim time. When it's your time, you got to maximize your time. BOBTV philosophy. Anyway, I want to talk about how, let me just go over it a little bit. I know Kyle Kulinski went over it a couple of times, but it is due repetition, and I think it's important that we do go over this from the Washington Post. And put on my glasses. And this is a sad state because it pretty much said the Democratic Party is dead. And I don't know what to call this. What should I call this? Strategic genius of Bernie Sanders, or a waste of time. I don't know what I'm going to call this particular session, but let me go over this. There's a lot of polling about President Trump. 100-day mark. Of course, he's the least popular president in first 100 days mark ever. The poll asks a few questions. Do you approve and disapprove of Donald Trump's handling his job as president? 42% approve, 53% disapprove. That's still close. That's still almost half, 42%. Do you approve or disapprove of majority of major changes in government spending that Trump has proposed? 30% approve, 50% disapprove. Do you approve or disapprove of Trump pressuring companies to keep jobs in the United States? 73% approve, 22% disapprove. That's a good thing. Do you approve or disapprove of Trump giving his daughter and son-in-law major position in the administration? 61% is disapprove and 34% is approve. No, they should not be working. It is a conflict of interest. Jared should not be on staff because that's his son-in-law, and his daughter should not be in the White House when she's married and she has her own house. In terms of situations with North Korea, do you feel that Trump has been too cautious, too aggressive, or is handling this about right? 7% says he's too cautious. That should be bigger than that. Well, he's not, but he should be cautious. 37% say he is too aggressive. 46% say he's about right. And 9% said no opinion. So the majority is they believe that Donald Trump is handling them boys just right. That is crazy. Do you think Trump is in touch with the concerns of most people in the United States, or is he out of touch? 38% say he's in touch. 58% says he's out of touch. Of course he's going to be out of touch. You never lived the life of a regular average Joe. Get out of here. I don't care how much you hang around him. You don't know. How about you take off 1 month and be a regular guy? I know you did a little video on Apprentice of you working at your hotel for a day alongside. That was noble, but not noble enough, because you knew you was going to go back to your mansion. How about do that about a whole month? How about 90 days? How about 6 months? I dare you. Do you think the Republican Party is in touch with the concerns of most people in the United States today, or is out of touch? 32% says they're in touch. 62% said they're out of touch. Of course, they're out of touch. Do you think the Democratic Party is in touch with the concerns of most people in the United States, or out of touch? Now, get this. This is an eye-opener. 67% say out of touch. 28% say in touch. So I don't care what you guys, and here's the thing about the Democratic Party. They try to take advantage of the opposition movement or the Stump Trump movement. They're trying to be the picture or the face or the leadership of that movement to try to get people to, almost like a magnet to get people attracted to them. No. You're in your place. You're not leading this. You may be speaking, but you're not leading this. The people leading this. Here's the proof. 62% says that you're out of touch. That's more than the Republicans. You're out of touch. Only 32% says the Democrats in touch. 38% says the Republicans are in touch. So the Republicans are more in touch with the people than the Democrats. That is horrible. That is disturbing. That is very sad. Things have got to change, or we're going to move toward maybe a Marxist, or maybe not a Marxist society, but if we allow Trump and his cronies to get more power, it's going to be lean more toward authoritarian government. You're going to give them a blank check to pass any bill, and we'll end up being in the minority and not being able to get nothing done versus being in the majority. Now, I'm going to come back to that in a moment. Let me continue. Do you think the Democratic Party is, among Trump voters, do you regret supporting Trump, or do you think that supporting Trump was the right thing to do in that election? Well, only 2% regret supporting Trump. So I know you out there. I know you Trump heads. I wish you regretted Trump, voting for Trump. Well, according to the Washington Post, only 2%, 2% regret supporting Trump. 96% said it was the right thing to do. That is how much hated Hillary Clinton was. That is how sorry she was as a campaigner, horrible campaigner. The crookedness and the scandalous way they cheated Bernie out. Don't you think people didn't know that? That's why a lot of people didn't vote for her. Why I'm going to vote for a conniving, cheating, crooked party? I mean, Trump, even though he may be conniving and scheming, the party didn't try to screw him into a nomination. Matter of fact, he thought the party was trying to screw him when actually they were not. They supported that man. And when it came to his nomination, they all supported him. Majority of them supported him. And that is disturbing. So for you, people think, oh, I know they're regretting. I know they got buyer's remorse. No. They do not have buyer's remorse. They said it was the right thing to do. 96%. 2% regret supporting Trump. 1% say I have no opinion. Next, would you say Trump is doing a better job as president than you expected, a worse job, or what? Is that much better or worse, or somewhat better or worse? 35% say better than expected. 14% say much better. 21% say somewhat better. 35% says worse than expected. 13% says somewhat worse. 22% say much worse. About what I expected. 26% say, hey, not what I expected out of him. And 5%. So you look at it. 35% say they're better than expected. 35% say worse than expected. 13% said worse. 14% says better. You talking about divided? Next question. Trump has been president for about 3 months or nearly 100 days. Would you say he has accomplished a great deal during that time? A good amount, not very much more, not very much or little or nothing. Great deal, good amount, 42%. Great deal, 16%. A good amount, 27%. Not very much, little to nothing, 56%. Not very much, 21%. Little or nothing, 35%. No opinion, 2%. We're almost there. Among those saying Trump accomplished not very much, little, or nothing, who's mainly responsible for that? Trump, the Republicans in Congress, or the Democratic Party? 47% says Trump. So the weight is on you, Doc. You're not doing a good job. Republicans in Congress, 26%. Democrats, 7%. Any two, 6%. All equally, 10%. None of them, 1%. No opinion, 3%. Is Trump keeping most of his major campaign promises or not? 44% says yes, he is. I don't know what they see. Well, he's doing it. He's trying, he's trying with the immigration stuff, but Democrats blocking it, and rightfully so, because some of this stuff is stupid. I mean, you can make promises and try to do it, but don't think you're going to get opposition and think you're going to win, because some of it's just plain out dumb, stupid. Dumb and stupid. The immigration, dumb and stupid. The cutting of funding is dumb and stupid. You cut the funding on average people, on elderly people who need Meals on Wheels, but you're going to continue to enrich the rich. Next one. Do you think Trump has the kind of judgment it takes to serve effectively as president or not? 41% says yes. 56% says no. He's not presidential material. Do you think Trump has the kind of personality and temperament it takes to serve effectively as president or not? 38% says yes, 59% no, says no. I would have said that should have been about 80%. He does not have the temperament. And the bombing of Syria is proof. Get evidence, Doc. Get evidence from a one-party, two-party, three-party, four-party. Bring it to Congress, stake your case, and then let them make the decision to do it. You broke the law. You broke violation. There are so many articles of impeachment we could put on this Mr. President. But because the Democrats are so weak and making a ton of money off this Fight Trump effort, they're not going to do it, because Trump is the biggest cash cow they have had in a long time. Do you think Trump is a strong leader or not? 53% says yes, 45% no. I would say he's a strong leader in his lane. I don't think politics is his lane. Stay in your lane of business, real estate, and things like that. Even you were a strong leader, but you wasn't doing all that hot in your latter end of that either. Do you think Trump understands the problems of people like you or not? 37% says yes, 61% says no. Doc, that should have been about 89%. He don't understand our problems, man. He never worked 80 hours, 40 hours a week trying to get overtime. Not on a job on the thumb of another boss. He never had to deal with car breaking down and got to find other ways to work. He never did that with a child being sick. You got to take time for off and oftentimes lose money to take care of your child. He's not. Let me stop. Do you think Trump is honest and trustworthy or not? Woo! Boy, y'all coming with some jokes today. 58% says no. 38% says yes. That's a joke. Do you think Trump can be trusted in a crisis or not? 43% say yes, 52% say no. He too thin-skinned. He lacks stability, calmness. Anyway, let me keep going. In establishing his administration policy, do you think Trump does or does not follow a set of consistent principles, or do you think that's a problem or not a problem? 40% say yes. 55% says does not follow consistent principles, which you don't. 48% says is a problem, and 7% said not a problem. So majority of that saying pretty much nah. Do you think that Trump spend time at properties he owned represents a conflict of interest? Heck yeah, because it promotes those properties. Or do you think that this is not a conflict of interest because he has a right to go anywhere he wants? No, that is a conflict of interest. Is not a right where you go. You can't just go anywhere you want to go as president. There's protocols, and this is all setting up people to try to book hotel rooms in order to try to meet the president on weekend. Everybody know that the president's going to be there this weekend, and let's book a hotel room. And it's not safe for him either. It is a huge conflict of interest. It's bringing him more money. Another article impeachment that nobody's going to pursue that because Trump makes the money. Do you think the nation's economy is getting better, getting worse, or staying the same? 30% says getting better. 18% says getting worse. 49% say pretty much the same. 3% say no opinion. Next one. Federal court blocked Trump effort to ban travelers from several majority Muslim countries. Do you think the courts are acting rightly as checked on the presidential powers or wrong interfering with the presidential powers? 58% court are acting rightly. 36% says court are wrongly interfering. All right, listen to this. Do you usually think of yourself as a Democrat, Republican, Independent, or other? Or no opinion? 31% say they're Democrats. 24% says they're Republicans. 36% says they're independents. 6% says others, and 4% say no opinion. So what you're looking at is the independents outnumber the Democrats and the Republicans. I normally say combined. But if the Democrats and Republicans don't shape their policies and plans to reach out to the independent either going to support independent parties or they may support a Republican. Majority of them not going to support the Democratic Party. They can't stand the Democratic Party. They see the Democrats as a party that eats its own. Stick it to their own candidate. Tilt the scale against your own. Work plans to bury your own. Stab him in the back your own. Cut his throat your own. Bad taste in independence, especially me. So that's the latest opinion polls of Donald Trump. Pretty much nobody's really buying him right now. But people who voted for him don't have they don't feel bad for not voting for him. They still hoping that he do right by them. They're hoping that he's doing right by them. No, he's doing right by those who got the right money right now. He's not going to do much right by you, not right now, unless he have a Saul moment, which I hope he do, because we got to deal with him for another 3.5 years. So I pray for Trump every day. I pray for that he makes sound decision, that he listens and be led by the will of God. That's just my personal opinion. Y'all don't have to pray like me. That's just me. Currently, I know that the way he's going, to me, I don't believe is the right way to go. But, hey, Hillary Clinton wouldn't have made that much of a better decision either. So I wasn't happy with both candidates. That's why I didn't vote for both candidates. And no, it's not my fault Trump won. It's the Democratic Party's fault for running a failed, flawed candidate. That candidate was under investigation, but she was too proud, cocky, arrogant, and a narcissist to sit her butt down and resign and let Bernie take the lead so he can go against Trump and win. I said it over and over and over again. It's not important that you beat Trump. It's important that you find somebody to beat Trump. She wasn't it. Bernie was it. And now we got Trump. That's the reason why we got Trump. No other philosophy will do. You can talk all the trash you want. I'll throw it in your face. You got Trump because people was not going to vote for Hillary Clinton, especially people in the Rust Belt who she and her husband was responsible for decimating their financial stability where they live at. The reason they don't have jobs and poverty and struggling is because of Bill Clinton's and Hillary Clinton's pushing NAFTA and CAP. All right, so about TV, just want to go over that real quick, and then I think my next segment I'm going to talk about Bernie Sanders and where we go with him. Okay, I'm Bob TV. Peace.
Hey, this is Robert Brown, BOBTV, and if you have not subscribed to me right now, stop. Actually, stop and go subscribe right now. I'll wait. You did? For real? You done? You subscribe. Don't be playing with me. I appreciate you subscribing. Don't forget to like, follow, and all that on Facebook. Your liking and sharing and subscribing helps with that. Now, the little money, and I mean little money, that YouTube give me, and it's very little because I'm not that big, and I don't care about that, people. I don't care about that money they offer. You got to get $100,000 and $1 million to make big money, but yet you become a slave to advertising. If the advertisers don't like what you're saying, they're going to defund you. Number one, I don't need your advertising. Advertisers need YouTubers. The YouTubers don't need the advertisers. Okay, a lot of them didn't get in this to make money, and they can always find other ways to get somebody to give in to what they're doing. Which brings me to this. I've never been a person that tried to ask for money. But my mom said, when you block somebody from blessing you, you block them from getting blessed by somebody else. Don't do it. Don't do it. Always leave an open door for people to bless you, so there can be an open door for them to be blessed. So if you decide that you want to give into BOBTV, there's a Patreon link down below. I'm new to all this. GoFundMe or whatever. I'm new to this. I'm learning. And you're well open to give. Majority of that money will go toward advancing BOBTV, getting better equipment, better lighting, and things like that. Adding more shows, more content, and things like that. I might take $2 out of it and get me a hot dog and soda from 7-Eleven. Bam, 7-Eleven, I just hooked you up. Send me a check. No, I'm just kidding. But no, all jokes aside, subscribe, like, share, join, and save and all that on Facebook. I really appreciate you taking time out of your busy schedule to take time out to watch little old me. And again, if you do decide that you want to be a blessing to me, thank you. I will always acknowledge you on the show at the end. And hey, that's all I got to say. So I'm BOBTV, baby. Robert Brown. Peace. I'm out.